Hello, welcome to AmiAmi's, another weekly roundup of AmiAmi figure pre-orders. This will be from the 13th of January. Nope, that was last week. This will be 15th of January to the 20th of January. So, yeah, 15th of January to the 20th of January. Covering a bunch of figures that have come out. This is the current top 10 that we've got up here. I think I've got all of these that we're covering today, I'm pretty sure. So we'll get into it. If you could please comment, like, and subscribe, that would be wonderful, obviously. That help me motivate me to keep doing these videos. And as usual, the links for all the figures we look at today will be down in the description below, just to make it easier for you to at least find them and get to them, especially after they go out of being up a preview for the week in AmiAmi, since they only show like 5 days at once. Let's get into figures. There's quite a lot of Nendroids to cover this week. Ryoko ASA illustration by Kawataro 1/6 by Hanabi for 9,980 yen. Pretty cheap figure, good price. The dress looks pretty nice in this one, with it being opaque and sort of clear see-through. Overall design's pretty good. The sculpt on the dress is very well done, I think, for the price. Not heard of Hanabi, so I don't know if they've done anything else. This might be sort of one of their early designs. Coming out in July 2024. Good price, I think, overall for a 1/6 scale figure. So if this is a character that you're interested in, or you are aware of the artist, potentially worth getting hold of. And obviously it's a beach scene character, so if you've got beach scene figures in your collection, then another figure to add to that. Hyperdimension Neptunia Uni Waking Up version 1/8 by Broccoli, 22,440 yen. So obviously you've got the tax of it being from Hyperdimension, so not being an OC character, so unfortunately you've got to pay for that. Coming out in August 2024. I've not played Hyperdimension Neptunia yet. I should do, but this character is very cute. I do like the sort of teardrop bear plushy thing on the back. That's very cute. The outfit looks fine. Overall shading's not immaculate or anything like that for a 20,000 yen figure. There are sort of, 1/7 scale figures that are in this price range that are better designed, better sculpts. So maybe overall it might not be worth it. I think a good chunk of that is probably for the IP licensing fees, unfortunately, that Broccoli would have to pay for these. So for this figure, so not a bad figure overall, and also from a relatively well known game franchise. Girls Frontline Lewis Warmth of the Winter Sweet version 1/7 by Wings, 22,900 yen. So this is what I'm on about compared to the Hyper Dimension Neptunia Uni version. This one's a Girls Frontline 1/7, so bigger scale. The sculpt on this one is immaculate. I love the design on the dress. The fact that around the stomach area, it's obviously sort of going opaque from where she's maybe spilled drink on herself or something like that, or it's just how thin the dress is, so you can actually see the skin coming through that. So it's very well designed, and I love the little table stand you've got here with the sort of cherry branches coming out of here, and the scarf she's got is very well done. It's a very good looking Girls Frontline figure. They're actually getting very close to sort of Azure Lane in terms of design and quality these days. So Girls Frontline's a good runner-up if you play Girls Frontline or you don't play Azure Lane, then you've got this out there, and it's a very nice figure, probably one of the better figures out there. And Wings have been doing a good job with their recent releases. I think they've been mainly doing a lot of Girls Frontline recently. Fantasy Star Online 2 as Korshid 1/7 scale for 19,800 yen by Sol International. This one, obviously, she's a very well endowed character, so very well equipped with 2 torpedoes. But overall, I can see most people buy this if they enjoy Fantasy Star Online, and they like the overall character design that is coming on here. These sort of augmented weapon parts that affect parts on the back are detachable. So that's why it seems like they're on some sort of stand, which is why you got this rod here for it. A bit of a letdown, but I think overall not a bad character. The hair shading is pretty good, but it's her assets I think most people will find appealing with this figure. Kid Rascal Does Not Dream of a Knapsack Kid Mai Sakura Dreamer High School graduation. So there's a Kid Mai and full-grown Mai as well from Sakurajima High. 12,980 yen. Very good price by Kadokawa. So again, very well-established manufacturer. So I think in terms of overall, this is a very nice. If you're massive into Sakurajima High and you love the anime, then this is a small investment. It's kind of like 2 figures for one, and as 12,000 yen is like not a lot of money really. It's like less than £70 if you're in the UK, and that's August 2024. So yeah, very nice looking figure. Definitely worth picking up if you're big into Sakurajima Eye. Your Lie in April, Kaori Miyazono 1/8 figure for 12,870 yen. This one's again is like the complete opposite. It is by Good Smile. So both of these, Kadokawa and Good Smile, obviously very well renowned manufacturers. But I haven't heard of this anime. It seems to be a music-based anime. They're not really anime that I watch. Sort of romance or anime, music group animes. So I've never would have watched this. But the overall sculpt looks quite good on her jacket. The paint effect on her shoes looks really well done, and the socks. So I think overall 12,000 yen is pretty good priced. 1/8, so she will be quite small. Whereas Sakurajima is a non-scale. She ends up standing approximately 18.5, so probably 1/8 as well. I'd say overall for both of these, or at least for the teenage Sakurajima. Now we've got the first freeing, Sakuya Kaozuka on quarter scale by freeing for 32,670 yen, which seems to be sort of the settling point for most sort of standard freeing figures when they're just the basic design but just with a character put in a bodysuit from an anime. So this one's a little bit different, obviously, for the design compared to the normal freeing formula that they follow. This one seems to be more of an OC character, I think. I've not heard of what she's from, doesn't say. So yeah, I think this is more of an OC. But this character, obviously, is not really a bunny suit, I guess you could say. But yeah, there's going to be real stockings with it being freeing. I do like the overall sculpt of this character very much. I do like the fact she's seductively grabbing her buttocks is very alluring. I do like this at quarter scale overall. The other benefit is it is cast off. So this is a freeing figure that's actually telling us it's cast off from the get-go, which they do mention down here in the description as well. So I have pre-ordered it, but I don't know whether I'll keep it. I'll have to see when it gets to August in 2024, or August later this year, when she comes out, if I will keep her or not. But I think I might do, since I do quite like getting cast-off figures. They do generally seem to retain their value more, so kind of like native figures, which is why you normally get native. So it's rare generally freeing that have never said that their figures are cast off until released and people have got them in their hands. So this is quite good that they're actually showing us with this one. Tenatol, my dress up darling, Marin Kitagawa. So if you've missed out on the several other Marin Kitagawa figures that have coming out this year and they've missed their pre-orders for, you can at least get a Tenatol and get your foot into the door, or at least put a Marin somewhere in your collection for 5,610 yen, and that's July 2024, so you only have to wait 6 months. So it's not too bad, half a year. And she's going to be quite small, obviously, with it being a Tenatol, and they've done a really good job for you with their Tenatol series, stepping up the quality of them is really good, way better than a lot of pop-up parades these days. So I'm looking to keep an eye on when I see Tenatol, just at least covering them. And if I have got this one pre-ordered as well, so I'm potentially going to have this in-house when she shows up, and then I could do a review of her and see what she's like. I don't think I've got any other Marins. Oh, I have got another Marin coming in actually as well, in a few months' time. So yeah, I could compare the Marins, at least from a Tenatol and to a full-scale figure perspective. Then we've got Pop-Up Parade, Watanari, and Angel Flew Down to Me. Precious Friend, Hana Shirosaki, 4,080 yen. Just another Pop-Up Parade. They're always going to do Pop-Up Parades of just characters as anime series get released. looks quite cute and adorable. Good amount of shading on the dress and on the hair. Looks perfectly fine for a pop-up parade. Nendroid. First Nendroid. There's quite a few Nendroids this week. So Nendroid Dropkick on my Devil Yorimi Hanazono by Good Smell, 5,460 yen. Looks like 3 faceplates and 1 accessory and a couple of different hand gestures for this one. Looks quite good overall. I do like that. Faceplate overall. And obviously, as you know, with you can use the same faceplate on multiple other characters. You don't have to use them just on the Nendroid that they come with. They, from one way, they're pretty universal. So if there's a faceplate from another character that you prefer, then you can use that on other Nendroids that you get in your collection. Nendroid that time got incarnated as a slime, Shion, 5,460 yen. If you're big into reincarnated as a slime, then you might want to get the hold of this one. So you got her with a Soul Eater sword and a slime as an accessory and 2 faceplates, I think. So it looks like 2 faceplates and a couple of, looks like her cooking, her devilish cooking and a slime. So not too bad, not 3 faceplates. I think people prefer to have 3 faceplates and some accessories, but they didn't squeeze it on this, at least not for the AmiAmi release. They might do on Good Smile company's website. They might have a third like a limited release on there of a 3rd faceplate. They generally do that. So if you do, I would probably look at Good Smile company's website as well, especially if you live in America. Good Smile International, they're flat shipping for global flat shipping, and obviously if you live in the US, then I think you don't pay import tax on that, taxation on it. So yeah, really good for people if you live in the US to go through Good Smile company for Nendroids. Nendroid quintessential quintuplets, special Miku Nakano wedding dress version, 5,460 yen. I think this is the first one we've seen of the quintessential quintuplets in an Nendroid form, in their wedding dress. So I'd expect to see the other 4 girls following up over the coming weeks. Coming in June 2024. Looks like you get 2 faceplates with this one. You get her obviously headphones, which is synonymous with her character. Pouty face. Yes, it looks like that's the same smile. Yeah, so just 2 faceplates and headphones and a floral bouquet, and that's about it. So pretty simple one overall, really. Nendroid. Court scale, Vixa original character, Magical Parade Bunny court scale by Solarian for 36,300 yen. We've had 1 or 2 other court scales from Solarian over the past year and a bit. They're sort of slowly getting into court scales, kind of like Mythos have done, which is to contend with freeing and give us some other options rather than just getting bunny suits of characters and that's it, and then charging like an arm and a leg. Mythos are a little bit cheaper, and they're at least using a bit more. They're going for more unique designs with their court scales. This one's quite good overall though, actually. 36,300 yen. There's a lot of accessories with this one. You've got her sword and her sort of racing like pole of some sort, and she's got a playing card or something in her hand as well. Yep, so yeah, it's like some sort of playing card. The twin tails coming off her is very Miku-esque, I guess you could say, and the overall design of her is really well done. She looks like some sort of parade guard aesthetic going on here. It's very well good looking figure. Definitely worth getting hold of. It's definitely a unique sort of bunny figure to get a hold of, really, for quarter scale. It's single shipment, so you can't combine it with anything else, unfortunately. So you might be hit on double import taxes with that. Next, we'll get into Nendroid Tear Moon Empire Mia Luna Tear Moon for 5,540 yen. 3 faceplates with this one, which is good. A book for an accessory, a couple of hands, and you get Guillotine Kun. Not too bad overall. So there's that Nendroid. Then we've got Tenatal Yoksuku Jitsurui Shijo Shugi. Oh my god, I'm not going to carry on. I'm going to butcher that. I do need to watch this anime from Yoksuru, yeah, Classroom of the Elite. I partly watched the first season, and that's it. And I know season 3 or 4 is coming out, is currently airing, or is next season. So yeah, I do need to catch up on Classroom of the Elite. It seems very good to watch. Very entertaining, I think, overall, sort of the mind games going on. But yeah, Tentole, this is very well done. The sculpting around the actual shirts, really well done. Much more detailed than you'd expect from like a pop-up parade. So these are slightly more expensive than most pop-up parades, apart from like the pop-up parade L series. But yeah, no, Tentole have been, the three have been blown out of the park with their Tentole series. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Maybe even going back at the other Tentole lines to see how far back you can go, to see where the quality shift changed and where they stepped up their game. Freeing, this is the final freeing figure. High School DxD Hero Rhea Scrimmary Bunny version, second court scale, since they did a there is a freeing figure of her that was out a few years ago with her lying down, and that one was cast off. This one, they've not mentioned it being cast off, but it would be a real letdown if they don't have this one as cast off. And I think there's a lot of people that have been really waiting for this one. As soon as this was sort of seen in One Hobby last year, sort of October-ish, October, November, there was an event that they did, where they showed off Rias and Akano. So we've got the pre-order now for Rias, definitely worth getting hold of. I've pre-ordered her. I do love High School DxD, one of my favourite series to get into. I think it was pretty sure it was my first harem series that I watched, followed by High School DxD. So yeah, definitely worth getting hold of. And I'm gonna look at getting the first version as well on the aftermarket. So hopefully, with this one being announced and coming out, it might drop the price of the first one a bit. So I might be able to pick up the first edition of her, first version of her, pretty cheap, and then I can have at least both versions of her up on my shelf, which would be really nice to have. And this one's obviously mirrored base, which I think is going to be becoming a bit more common now with these sorts of one bunny suits that include a pole. So yeah, that was good. Definitely the face on this one looks way better than the other one. It sort of follows the more newer later seasons of High School DxD, where the animations changed, the styles changed. So it's updated the face and the hair sculpt as well. Is really well done. I do like the pose in this, and I do love the pole. So definitely worth getting hold of. Yeah, instant pre-order for me, and I think there's a lot more I've seen in comments on my figure collection and on Reddit. It's been an instant pre-order for a lot of people. So yeah, and when the Akano comes out, I've pre-ordered, which we'll hopefully see in the next few weeks. Then yes, maybe if they do like a modified base which has both of them on, that would be nice as well as an extra thing to possibly get. Yeah, no, definitely worth getting hold of, and I really do hope they're cast off. Yeah, definitely really want these to be cast off. Then we've got XL Love Series Space Bunny Uto 1/7 by XL Love. Shenzhen Marble Animation Development, 14,630 yen. So they label this one as a bunny, which is kind of like a cyber BDSM bunny, I guess you could say. Very unique design of a bunny. Obviously, it's not the standard bunny suits that we've seen before, like Rias. But yeah, this one's actually quite interesting, unique design. As close to cast off, I guess you could get without being literally cast off. So there's that. If you like the design, and there's a bunny suit for you. This one seems to be a bit more of an OC character, so OC design, so there's not as much in terms of licensing fees with this one, and it's from a manufacturer I'm not aware of, so I don't know about the overall, like the final product, but overall concept looks pretty good. Nendroid Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Dark Magician Girl, 5,790 yen. Good. Again, Dark Magician Girl. This one obviously comes with 2 faceplates, magical circle, her wand. It looks like a magical spell attack from the wand, and a tiny Kribo. So, yep, very good looking figure. Definitely worth getting hold of if you're big into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Monsters, which I am. Whether I'd pick up an Android, no, I'd rather just get a scale. And there are some scales that have been up for pre-order last year, which are coming out this year, which I might just wait till release to see what they're like. Some of the Duel Monsters sort of have tanked in price, from if I remember, once they have been released, because it's sort of, you have to be really big into Yu-Gi-Oh! To sort of get these into your collection. I guess also be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan and collect figures, so you can, 2 very expensive hobbies to have. which, yes, unfortunately I partake in both. So very very expensive hobbies to get a hold of. Nendroid Blue Exorcist, Yukio, by Orange Rouge. So I not aware heard of Orange Rouge. The fact that oh, it's Good Smile, so it's a subsidiary. So it's one of the other companies that are under Good Smile that does Orange Rouge, that does Nendroids. I was going to say I think Good Smile's the only one that has the Nendroid sort of thing. But I think this is a slightly different, not as chibi, I guess, design. It's a bit more realistic in terms of the scaling with the body part and the head. Still obviously an enlarged head. But yeah, this one looks quite good overall. And if you've not watched Blue Exorcist, definitely worth getting. I think season 2 is coming out this year, or has been announced, so definitely worth getting a hold of. Or it's currently airing. It might be currently airing season 2. But yeah, no, very good for looking figure. 2 faceplates of this, and we've also got Rin as well, with the sword, the demon sword, and his flame fire effect parts, and 3 faceplates for this one. That's a bit better than his brother, which is 2 effect parts. 5,710 yen. That's probably why slight increase in price for the extra faceplate. But yeah, very good. Nendroid ones are Blue Exorcist, very underrated anime to watch. Nendroid Lyricus Recoil Takina Inui Cafe Lyricus Recoil version, uniform version, 5,200 yen. Looks fine. 3 faceplates for this one. A dessert and plate, and her plate with arms crossed, and that's about. Oh, and a menu, and cool. Doing peace signs or greetings. So that's what you're getting in this Nendroid. And then the Lyricus Recoil Chisato, 5,200 yen. So this one's 3 face plates, dessert tray, the cafe sign, and the other again V sign. A couple of different hand poses. Okay, so yep, that's that. Nendroid Delicious in Dungeon Laos. Don't think I've watched. I've heard about this anime. I think it's a newer like isekai, I think, if I remember correctly. So this one's 3 effect faceplates, mushroom, him eating something. And chopsticks. Okay, so that's all the parts you get for this Nendroid, at least from the pictures that they've supplied. Figma Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon steel, 8,130 yen by Max Factory. As a Figma, I'm covering a bit more of these Figmas because I think some people actually don't mind getting Figmas and having the joints, which can be a bit sort of an eyesore. Just because of the price and the fact you get a couple, they're kind of like just larger Nendroids basically. So that's why I think of them as they're just larger Nendroids. If you like Nendroids, you probably like Figmas. I just prefer static scale figures, and that's generally it. Katie Cole Stay Alive for Kurumi Tokisaka Calligraphy Beauty version, 1/7 by 16,500 yen. I'm pretty sure she was up for pre-order before because she's being released in March. So I think this is sort of a second wave of pre-orders to try and drum up hype. To just get some more orders throughout the door. Or they've had just a lot of cancellations as the world's economy's gone to crap over last year and going into this year. So with inflation, that'll go and happen worldwide. But no, it's a very good looking figure. It's Kurumi, who's obviously a very beloved waifu that a lot of people love, and I think a lot of people would love to have this figure in their collection. She's a very nice looking figure, a very well designed one. Not the sort of most elaborate Kurumi figures, but definitely up there with all the extra accessories and the desk that she's sitting on. Out there is really good. I don't know what this is about. Okay, Katie Cole. I don't know why there's these images. I think there's a problem, I guess, with the website. But yeah, definitely worth getting it. And you get some bonus with this one. You get a clear file. Oh, we get a clear file Oshinoko and a logo sticker, sorry, with this. So yes, this is just the second wave. I'm pretty sure I've covered this one before because this looks really familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before last year. Also, looks like a reorder is Oshinoko I 1/7 by Kalakawa for 21,180 yen. Again, coming in March, so it's January now. So yeah, this looks pretty much like another wave of pre-orders, just trying to get more people to order and pay for this figure. just so they can get the boost their sales. I suppose they might have again not had a lot of returns or cancellations, as people have just, you know, they can't afford to get a hold of it, so they're trying to see if there's any other people out there who might have missed out on the pre-order period. That's kind of a good thing, I suppose. People who have missed out on the pre-order period, then they can get hold of this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've covered this before. Very good looking figure, and Oshinoko is a very good anime, very beloved. Last year, you know, a lot of people loved the anime last year, so definitely worth getting a hold of. If you can, you know, afford to get a hold of her. Kiriko Classroom of the Elite, Kei Karazuma, 1/7, 24,750 yen. This one's a bit expensive, I think, really, overall. The overall sort of shading on the jacket looks pretty good. The, you know, bright reds to the lower reds as you go from the bosom area to her arms and the lower part of the jacket looks really well done. Hair looks fine. I think the tips look pretty good, but I think the shading on her hair is pretty bland. But I think that's the way she appears in the anime. It's very just one monotone color, not a lot of depth in there apart from her highlighted tips. Looks fine overall, maybe not 24,000 yen, although it's got Kadokawa's, you know, seal approval, so the overall finish will be fine and will be good overall, but maybe close to 20,000 yen, I think. So maybe wait on holding this. This one's March 2024, so this one might even be another pre-order, you know, rerun of pre-orders to try and drum up people to buy this figure. ReZero starting life in another world, Rem Graceful Beauty version. This one I'm pretty sure again is March 2024, so this is probably just another really run of pre-orders for Rem. Obviously he's another one of those sort of well-known, well-beloved waifus, but there's so many Rem figures out there that this one you might not get. You sort of have to really love the overall design, which this is a very good design. This table, the cloth that's going over it, paint job on her dress looks immaculate. I can't say, and looks like all of these by Kadokawa are coming with these extra freaking clear file and logo sticker. Fine. Just as free bonuses, but yeah, 25,000 yen. Worth it, I think, for 1/7 scale of ReZero. Obviously a very well beloved series as well. Definitely worth giving a watch as well. And then we've got Elizabeth as well. Sorry, Emilia, not Elizabeth. Emilia by Kadokawa, 27,250 yen. So she has obviously a lantern, a bit of a bigger base, a bit more of an elaborate sort of dress and hair going on compared to Rem. So I understand why this costs a few thousand yen more. Overall, love the design, love this. Emilia doesn't get a lot of love these either compared to like Rem. So it's good that we're seeing some more Emilia figures at least. But yeah, definitely worth getting. And again, March 2024, so I think this one seems to be just another pre-order, you know, just trying to drum up more sales. Tintel, the girl I like, forgot her glasses. AmiAmi complete figure for 5,610 yen, and this one looks like she comes with 2 faceplates. You don't see that often where you get like figures that come with multiple faceplates that aren't Nindroids or Figmas. These are the non-posable ones, so these ones that this is static. But yeah, no, this is quite good. I like the multiple faceplates. You know, her having sort of the confused face, so she's squinting, can't see because she's got no glasses. The hair shading looks really well done. I love the overall design. Sculpt on her is really well done. So yeah, 5,610 yen, definitely worth it. If you're not into Nendroids, then look at the Tenetel lineup. They're very similarly priced to the Nendroids. Nendroid Shoto by Good Smile, 5,710 yen. He looks fine. You got 3 faceplates. Dagger, him with a hood up. It seems to be one of the other faceplates or one of the alternative headpieces. And that's it for accessories. So 3 faceplates, a hoodie, and dog ears looks like is one of them. That's to go with one of the faceplates, I suppose. And the knife, so fine. Nendroid Buta Token, Rambo Yamagimi. Oh, I'm not going to try and complete that. 5,710 yen. Looks fine. 2 faceplates, sword, umbrella, and is that 1 hood? Yep, hood. And that's it. Yep, so that's basically it. So not a lot really of accessories with this one. This one's by Orange Rouge. Nendroid movie Gridman Universe, Yumi Minami, for 4,950 yen. I've not watched Gridman, so I'm not familiar with this character. She looks fine. Comes with 2 faceplates, cell phone, a couple of different hand pieces, and that's it for effect parts. So that's why it's slightly lower price. Very simple. Nendroid this one is. Pop-up Parade Hololive production Murasaki Shion complete figure, 4,950 yen. I'm pretty sure we've had a scale of Shion already, so I guess the fact that they're doing a Pop-up Parade is good. It's coming out in July 2024, or maybe she's a newer introduction. I can't remember. That the design seems to be similar to me, but I can't tell. Pop-up Parade Hololive production Murasaki Shion complete figure, 4,950 yen, coming out in July 2024. This one's, I'm pretty sure there was a scale of this one before. I don't know. I might have to have a check, but I think I've almost certain I've seen a scale that's very similar to this design, just in case if she is an original design. Because normally Pop-up Parades, they with Max Factory, they turn them around pretty quickly, so they can sort of turn them around, design and manufacture and get them out for sale within 6 months. There's a lot of other full scale figures, like they're a year and a half, year and a half, 2 years from actual design to then actually being put up for sale. So Pop Parade, the whole shtick, I guess, with Pop Parade is that they can turn around and release figures really quickly. At reasonable quality for a good price. Then we've got Supersonico Sonny Komi package version 1/7 by Orchid Seed, for 18,800 yen, coming out in June 2024. Supersonico, it's another Supersonico figure. Standard design, I think. This might be a recoloring if we've had this layout before, because I'm pretty sure this is just the standard pose we've seen before of Supersonico. Yeah, no, it looks fine. Not cast offable. Doesn't mention it being cast offable, unfortunately. No, but looks fine. It's just a bog standard Supersonico figure. And Card Captor Sakura Anime 25th Anniversary Sakura Kinamoto 1/7 by Furi for 19,800 yen. This one might be a bit high on the price range. Jan 2025. That Furi doing. I think they might be charging just a tad too. Maybe not. It is Card Captor Sakura, so celebrating 25th anniversary. So I can understand. Really, that's been 25 years of Card Captor Sakura. Fair enough. Overall design looks really good. Yeah, everything looks fine. Paint job looks pretty good overall. Only problem is this metal wad. I think might want to bend over time, depending on sort of your temperature of your room, and how you keep it on your shelf. That might be the only problem, is if it's getting heat cycled a lot, like with direct sunlight, that'll damage the paintwork anyways over time. But the metal rod will conduct heat more effectively, so that could heat up and cool down a lot, thus just bending it over time. That's the problem with having these sorts of metal rods at 90 degrees that are supporting, giving this floating effect to these figures. So long-term stability of the figure, I don't know. It depends on the environment that she's being stored in, what room condition she's going to be in. Ideally, you want probably like a climate-controlled room, really, and not in direct sunlight at all, just to mitigate the risk of that metal rod bending over time. And that does it for this week of AmiAmi figure releases. Please comment, like, and subscribe again. And again, all these figures we looked at today, their links will be in the description down below. And I shall see you in next week's AmiAmi weekly roundup of pre-orders. Hopefully Akano's in that one. That'd be really nice. And I shall catch you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye.